Hello, welcome to the Sea of Thieves Maiden Voyage. Season 1 just recently released, and I am not going to cover that as everybody else has already done that. With a quick Google search, you can find that. Instead, I am going to actually cover the Maiden Voyage. Once you get into the Maiden Voyage, you just follow along with the Pirate Lord here. Once you complete these steps, we will be able to cover what you need to do to get all of the commendations, as well as a small renown boost for your Season 1 progress.
A full belly can do
First thing you do is eat a banana, as he has told you to.
Good health,
Bananas are good.
Properly. There, you look better already. Maybe even strong enough to reach the Sea of Thieves. Don't look so surprised. These days they call me the Pirate Lord. But back when I discovered this place, I was just a bold explorer like you. I dreamt of finding uncharted waters filled with treasures and rife with danger, where every sunrise brought a new adventure. You've been brave to make it this far. Not many do. Now you've one last
Second thing you do is he will tell you to go and get a sword. That sword will be on a tree nearby. Just walk up to the sword, press F, and wait for the skeleton to awaken. Once it's awakened, strike it pressing your left click button or your attack on the Xbox controller. There will be a tooltip to help you find it. Once you've destroyed the skeleton, head on down to the beach where the Pirate Lord Ramses will be waiting for you. He will then give you a shovel and a map. You'll quickly go to the left side of the island and head up the shore towards that sunken ship you see.
Raising a frothing great tankard of grog when you live to tell the tale.
This will also be where the first book that you need to read for the commendations will be located.
You can start by taking this old shovel. I stowed a few belongings around here back in the day.
The book will be located right here on the side of the sunken ship, right under the water. Once you've read that, you can just quickly go over here and dig at the edge of the greenery and complete digging up your chest and return it to Ramsey. He will then open it and give you the rest of your pirate gear. First, he'll ask you to equip the flintlock. You can do this by just simply scrolling the mouse wheel.
She'll serve you well out there.
Once he asks you to equip any piece of equipment, we now have free reign to the island, and we're going to go over to this pond and just go ahead and fish up one pondy. We choose to fish up a pondy because it is the fastest fish to capture. If you fish in the ocean, it will take a lot longer to reel it in. Just wait for the pondy to bite. And then use your WASD keys to fight against it, pulling in the opposite direction of the fish itself. Simple. Once the fish is tired of fighting, you can start reeling by left clicking and then rotating the fishing rod with the WASD keys, as this brings the fish in faster. Quickly cook the fish to perfection. You'll know it's done once the eyes turn white. Eat that and then go through the waterfall to find this journal here. Once you've read that journal, you can just go ahead and run up the hill to the Magpie, and you'll see a little door here. We will open that later. Climb all the way up to the ship's wheel. Don't mind the fact that I got lost a little bit. Next to the wheel will be your third book you need to read. Once read, turn around and climb the ladder to find the fourth book at the top of the crow's nest. Then we climb back down and we go over to the pond at the top of the hill and jump in here. This is going to be where the key is located for the secret hatch. Once you have the key, you can then go all the way down to the hatch and just open it. Inside here, as a first-time player, you will find several amounts of gold and doubloons sitting around, as well as this next journal you need to read. Okay, now we are done with that side of the ship. We are going to go to the other side, just cross the bridge, and to the left next to the barrels is yet another journal to read. Now we climb up and we're going to exit the ship, and we're going to find the next journal, which is kind of hidden. Right here there is a ladder. At the bottom of the ladder, just left to it in the greenery, there is another journal. Now we climb back up and we fire ourselves out of the cannon, as this is one of the commendations. Alright, if you miss your shot, that's okay. You can climb up there and then just go all the way up to the top, where you can see this next journal next to the painting. Now we start working our way down the hill through the cavern. There's a door with a lever next to it, and inside, next to the campfire, is yet another journal. We continue down. We'll use the capstan to lower the bridge. And then further down, we will use the rope to raise the door. There is our rowboat, which we'll need for yet another commendation, but first, go back here and up the ladder. To the right is yet another journal, which I had a hard time finding. Now get inside your rowboat, and you are now almost done. That should be all of the commendations you need, with the exception of completing. You do not need to take the rowboat with you, as it will just disappear once you get through the last part. Go talk to Ramses, and he will give you orders to finish repairing your ship after he tells you that there is something on the other side of the fog.
Allow me to show you the path.
Now this next part is pretty self-explanatory, but I am going to go through it with you.
The shroud is beginning to pass.
Hola!
But you have one more task before your journey continues. You may be ready to sail, but your ship still needs repairs. Go and tend to her wounds.
Yeah, I can't even get in the pirate log.
As you can see here, I have already completed a couple of deeds for the renown, and some that I actually do not show you here.
Oh, so it's just... Oh, okay, so just catch a fish, complete it. Right.
Alright, next thing you do is
Yeah,
just
so
go
I just gotta
board your
catch a
ship,
fish now, huh?
follow the tooltips at the bottom of your screen.
Okay, bye.
Raise your mast. Repair all 3 locations on the mast. Use your bucket to bail water. Raise your anchor. And set sail unto the horizon. You cannot sink here as long as you stay on the path. Congratulations, you've made it this far. If it's your first time playing, I do hope you enjoy what you've experienced so far and what is to come. I am not going to spoil the future, but I hope to see you on the seas.